As the movie starts, we see 4 friends. They were sitting in a restaurant. Their group had 3 boys and 1 girl. Among them, 1 boy was named Mike. They were talking to each other about how Halloween was coming, so why not be mean to others, Mike says. Like always, I will bother Jacob. I will torture him. Jacob was a very innocent boy. Mike teased him every year. Hearing this plan, their girlfriend stops them. She says, "You shouldn't bother others like this." "What is Jacob's fault that you tease him every year?" Mike says. "You have the answer to your question. We tease him every year, and now we are used to it. You don't know how much fun it is to tease him." The girl also stops her best friend in the group. She says, "You won't do this." But when Mike doesn't listen, she leaves. Then we see that Mike and his friends finish eating. Then they go to the manager to pay the bill. The manager asks them, "Halloween is coming. What are your plans for Halloween?" Mike tells him, "We will torture a boy badly. We will have a lot of fun." The manager shows interest. He says, "I also want to see how you will torture him." Mike refuses and says, "No, this is my and my friend's plan." The manager requests him. Finally, Mike agrees to take him along to torture Jacob. Now let's find out who Jacob was. He was a mentally ill boy whose brain didn't work properly. He couldn't think much. He loved eating candies. He liked corn candies the most. He kept those candies in a pumpkin basket with him. He goes to a festival. Basically, he was there as a worker. The festival owner tells him to work hard. "Remember not to do anything that will cause us shame." Then the owner says, "The show is about to start, so get ready." But as soon as Jacob comes out, Mike and his friends are standing in front of him. They start teasing him, but Jacob gets annoyed of bearing all this. He pushes Mike in his defense so that he doesn't harm him, but Mike gets aggressive. He starts beating him badly. His friends are also beating him. Because of this, Jacob dies there. Mike's girlfriend is also watching all this. She was hiding there, but she was scared. How can they take someone's life? Then we see that when Mike and his friends go home, they don't feel any regret for taking someone's life, because they say it was Jacob's fault. "We torture him every year, and he bears our torture, but this year, he pushed me to save himself. So can't I get angry?" It means they were very cruel. On the other hand, we see that Mike's girlfriend was feeling bad for Jacob. When the festival owner sees that someone has killed Jacob, he gets angry. "How can someone kill my worker? He was a good-hearted man." He picks up Jacob's body and takes it inside. He puts a mask on his face. After that, he does a ritual. Because of this, someone's spirit comes into Jacob's body. Now the injured Jacob is revived to take revenge for his murder. On the other side, we see that Mike's girlfriend goes to the city sheriff. She tells him everything about who killed Jacob and how. Hearing this, the sheriff says, "Okay, I have noted it, but I haven't received any report about this yet." But when the sheriff finds out that his son was also among those who tortured him, he doesn't believe it. That I am the sheriff, and how can my son do this? He goes straight to the festival owner. He asks him, "Where is Jacob? What happened to him?" The owner says, "They had a misunderstanding that he is dead. He was injured, and I sent him home to rest." This was the truth. After this act of the owner, we cannot count Jacob's death. The sheriff goes to Jacob's house and knocks on the door. But when no one opens the door, he goes back. Then we see Mike's girlfriend. Her best friend comes to meet her. She tells her that the sheriff has investigated. He found out that Jacob is still alive. Hearing this, she calms down. Thank God he is alive. Then we see the manager who helped Mike kill Jacob. He was telling someone that my Halloween was very good. I had a lot of fun for the first time. After that, he went to the toilet, and there was a pumpkin basket. In that basket, there was corn candy. He was about to eat it. Meanwhile, Jacob reaches there. Jacob kills him badly by tearing his stomach. It means he took revenge on one of his killers. The sheriff also reaches there and starts investigating. Candy corn was scattered everywhere. When the sheriff investigated, he found out. That manager was also in the group that tortured Jacob. He suspects that Jacob did this. Jacob killed him. Mike's girlfriend was also there, and she came with her best friend. The sheriff tells them everything. They tell Mike and his friends everything. Mike says it is not possible that Jacob killed someone. He has no courage. If he had courage, he could have saved himself. And maybe some enemy of the manager killed him. It is not necessary that it was Jacob. They all agree with him that maybe it was just their idea. But as they leave Mike's friend's house, he feels a strange movement. When he moves forward, he also sees a pumpkin basket. He was surprised how it came here. Meanwhile, in this shock, Jacob attacks him. He pins him against the wall and pulls his spine out with his hand. Because of this, he dies instantly. On the other hand, we see that the sheriff suspected Jacob of committing these murders. He goes to the festival owner again. The owner says, "I told you that he was injured and I sent him home to rest." They were talking when a police officer came there. He tells the sheriff that another friend of Mike's has been killed. When the sheriff goes there, he also finds corn candy there. Now the sheriff's suspicion has been proven true. He goes to Jacob's house, but he doesn't find Jacob there. When he looks under his bed, he sees a strange dead body. It was an old dead body. It was Jacob's mother's dead body. But this dead body had nothing to do with the other murders. The sheriff himself goes in search of Jacob. He tells his son Mike to stay at home and don't come outside because your life is in danger. The sheriff stops all the city's festivals, carnivals, and events. He requested everyone to stay in their homes. Hearing this, they all get angry. The festival owner's staff also gets aggressive with him, that you are hiding something from us. All this is happening because of you. How will we earn? Then a man named Bishop meets the festival owner. He says, whatever you are doing, is it okay? I will believe whatever you say. The owner says, yes, I am okay. People like us are always tortured. Rich people like Mike used to torture us. They are used to it, teasing others and hurting them. Actually, Mike and his friends killed Jacob. I only revived him so that he could take revenge for his murder. So, tell me, is this wrong? This thing is also revealed in front of the owner's staff members. They agree to support the owner because he was telling the truth. We have to take action against those who oppress others. Then we see that Mike's girlfriend and her best friend were at a place. The girl goes inside for a while, and when she comes out, she sees the boy's dead body. She was not understanding what was happening. Meanwhile, Jacob follows her. He pulls her tongue out. Because of this, she also dies. Then the sheriff also reaches the place where the woman and her friend were to check if they are okay. When he goes inside, he sees their dead bodies lying there. He understands the whole thing. He calls his son Mike. He says all your friends are dead, so don't come out of the house. Stay in your house because now Jacob will kill you. But Mike gets angry. He leaves his house and goes to the carnival place so that he can ask the owner what the problem is. But then one of the owner's men makes him unconscious. When the sheriff reached home and searched for his son, he was not there. He sees the festival owner there. He points a gun at him and asks, where is my son? But the man Bishop comes from behind him and attacks him, making him unconscious. Then moving forward, the owner cuts his head off with a knife. Because of this, he dies. Now we see Mike. When he opens his eyes, he sees that he is tied to a chair. There is no one around him. He is helpless. Then he sees the sheriff's car coming from a distance. Seeing his father's car, he becomes happy that my father is coming to save me. But this was his misunderstanding. His father was not in that car. His head was on the car. Mike, seeing his father's severed head, starts crying. He knew that he would also be killed because his father was not there. Everyone was killed. No one was left. Then Jacob comes in front of him. After torturing him, he will kill him. He separates his arms from his body. Then he pulls out his teeth one by one. In this way, he kills him while torturing him. The scene changes and we see the festival owner. He was celebrating his festival in another city. There, he gives a necklace to a girl. It was made by Mike's teeth. He was telling her about Jacob. The girl says, I don't believe this. How he is revived and how he kills others. So, the owner tells her that some people take the lives of others without any reason. Jacob was revived to teach them a lesson. Then, in the last scene of the movie, we see that Jacob is sitting in his house. He is wearing the mask, and he was eating his favorite corn candy. With this, the movie ends. Thank you for watching.